What's going on, guys? So this video is just basic understanding and function of TopStep platform. Once you bought a Combine account and you use TopstepX as your platform, you will be prompt to use TopstepX to perform all your trade. So today I will go over everything there is you need to know about the platform and how to use it. It's pretty much user friendly. Right now market is closed. It will open at 3 my time, Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so let's just go through all the basics. Okay, this right here is going to be your account. It's going to be the name of the account you're in. I'm in a 50K Express account. This is a XFA account. It will tell you Express balance, MLL. Then you got realized profit and loss. Today I made $395 and some change. And then that's how I lock my account up. When you lock your account up, you're no longer able to trade for that time being till the timer is out, right? The lockout function now is good for people who like to tend to overtrade. Sometimes I do overtrade, and I don't like that. It's a bad habit. Every time you take a trade, you just adding more risk. Just keep it that way. So if you have a green day, lock yourself out. You don't need to trade, right? So this is one way for you to set a rule for yourself. It's not mandatory, just a rule for yourself. It's like, hey, I had a good day. I'm gonna lock it out. So secure that profit. Great feature. I'll show you where to get it later on. This is your chart. When you first open TopstepX platform, yours might be different. You can customize it to look like this. Okay, this is how I have it. This is how I like it. Personal preference. This is the ticker NQ. NQ is pretty much Nasdaq 100. Okay, that's all that means. You see how this and this is not aligned? That's bad, right? Because if you think you're trading NQ right here, but you're actually trading MGCM, which is gold. You don't want that. You want them to be aligned. So let's say if it's NQ, this is NQ right here. I'm gonna click that so that lines up. There's a way for it to link together. Since it's red here, you want this to be red. Now it should link up. So if you need to add a link, hit that. Okay, it'll show you how to do it. There we go. There's the tutorial. Once you hit that, there should be a color right there. It's red. There should be red too on top. Okay, so now if I switch this, let's say to ES, that's the switch ES. Right? So make sure those line up before you do any trade, because I've done a lot of rookie mistakes where I'm looking at a chart, I'm trading, and then I'm thinking I'm trading this ticker, but actually I'm trading something else. So make sure you get that down right. So let's go back to M and Q. Okay, is there a difference between MMQ and NQ? They're both Nasdaq 100, but there's different pricing. And I'll detail the pricing later. Let's just say MMQ is where you should be trading as a beginner, not NQ. NQ is like the crack of Wall Street. It make you a lot of money fast, and it could blow your account really fast. So stay away from that as a beginner. I'll explain why later. Okay, and then here you have your chart: 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute candle. So right now I'm in the 1 hour. What does that mean? So this is 1 hour chart, and MQ 60, which means 60 minutes, 1 hour, right? Each candle represents 1 hour of trading and 1 hour of volume. That's all it means. Each ticker right here is represented by 1 hour. As you can see, that's what it means. 15 minutes, you click to 15 minutes, Each ticket represents 15 minutes of trading. Okay, so 1 hour right here. This is a 1 hour candle. Let's say this is where it dropped, right? If you go to the 15 minutes frame, it's gonna look different. This is from the 15 minutes. See how it broke down each 15 minute to an hour of the drop. That's all you see. You see the inside of the 1 hour. So they have daily charts are very useful, marking out day high, day low, resistance, all that stuff. That's where you want to mark. That's when you want to do your own charting and figure out resistance zone, support zone, all that stuff. I'll get into that later. That's more technical side of things. You can scroll up your thing, or you can hit right click and reset chart view, and it'll do that for you when your charts all gets messed up, right? Over here, you don't have to concern yourself with this bar. Just make sure you're in a candlestick view. These are called candlesticks. You can change it into line graph, but no one trades in line graphs. That's just retarded. Don't even think about it. There's a bunch of other things. Hikinazi. It presents a clear direction, but the candlesticks are just weird and it's hard to trade in. But it's good if you want to see a good pattern. Like it's obvious right here. Look, it's bullish. Now it's bearish because it's all red. You see? So you want to short, right? So it gives you a better trend view of things, but it's not good for you to trade it, in other words. So just stick with candlestick for now. That's all people do. Don't confuse yourself. And then we got this indicator. Okay, and we'll show you what indicators are. I'm just gonna hide all that. Let's see, there's a rewalk. I'll hide that too. Okay. See how all that line disappeared? Because I hit all of them, right? So volume is indicator. Volume is not lagging, meaning it is current when the market open. It's not a lagging indicator. Price and volume moves currently when the market open. Then you have 9 EMA. These are average, 9 EMA moving average. These are faster. I change the way it looks because you can optimize how it looks right here on the settings wheel, and then you can click here. You change back to a line graph, just right, or a stair step, right? I like stair step on the 9 EMA because I can see support and resistance easier on it. But there's a whole strategy towards the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, all that stuff later. But I'll explain that in a different video on strategies and how to use EMA and what to look for, etc., etc. One of the most important indicator you can have in a chart is volume, and second I like best is VWAP, volume weighted average price. Okay, it takes the average of the volume and pricing and give you this blue line here. Why do I like this most? Because it tells you that anything that above this blue line is considered a bullish trend, price uptrend. Anything below it is considered bearish. So some people use the VWAP strategy where if price breaks below it, they want to short. And if you did, let's say you short here, it broke below it, you short, you're looking good, you still held, you still look good. Price keep going down, right? Let's say over here, price is still bearish, right? And you thinking it's a bullish setup, like let's wait for price to break above VWAP. It did here, and then you can see you enter here, consolidated, and then bam, it went up. So you won there because you were trading a VWAP strategy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people like VWAP. Also, another thing about VWAP is price like to not deviate too far away from it. So when you see price get too far away from VWAP, it will tend to try to navigate back towards the center VWAP, the average, because that's where buyers like to predict the price to either buy or sell. That's the price that they like for institution. Okay, that's a simple explanation on VWAP. Enough with the indicator. So next right here, let's go to the left here. This is obviously when you hit this, you get this chart. And you click this Trader Hub, you get economic data, all the news, market news, pay attention to. The timestamp of when the news will come out. Some news are more important than others, some are just not as important. It won't move market. You soon find out what news is important, right? There's like news event like anything that has to do with inflation reports that would move market. Job reports move market. When Trump's speaking like that move markets. You will soon find that out. That's get a little more advanced. But whenever you're trading, be aware of what time frame you're trading, and what time that you are trading, because certain news can mess you up. Because that news can cause the price to be volatile, up or down. You don't know, because markets can see good news as bad news, and bad news as good news, and price does weird things. Okay, that's it for there. Performance stats. This is your performance stats dashboard. That's a great thing about TopStep. It'll tell you how you're doing, your win rate, your total profit so far. My trade win rate is 63%. All that stuff. Here's the timeline of all my trade, my bounds, how it's been up and down, but it's been just gradually going up. Tells you like what's your best winning day trade, stuff like that. What else? There's a bunch of graphs here. Tell the time frame, like how long you held the trade. That is good. Like all the statistics is good for journeying and tells you about you as a trader. You start to understand. This is the calendar. It'll tell you each day how much you made or lost, right? So you can keep track of when you can cash out, right? So 5 winning days here, you can cash out. 5 winning day again, you can cash out. So I already made 2 payouts from this month so far on this account alone. Okay, I have a couple of other accounts. And here's just all the stats of your trades that you made, all that stuff. It's just a history of that. If you want to journal, you can click on the date and add a journal. You can write what you did wrong, what you did right. That helps. As a trader, journal is important, especially as a beginner. And then here's the settings. Settings will let you do certain things like copy trade. Like you want to copy trade 2 accounts. Copy trade means if you make one trade in this account, the other account will copy trade. I mean, it will perform exactly the same task as that trade, right? So if you lose in one account, the other account loses. If you win both, you kind of double dipping because you copy trade in both. You can copy trade up to like any account. I think all accounts, but TopstepX only allows you to have 5 XFA accounts total. That's it. That's the max you can have. But you can copy trade as much as you want. Doesn't mean that all of them will count towards as money. XFA only counts towards as money for cash out. Just be aware of that. Okay, and here we go. Risk settings. You can set up your risk, your account risk, like daily loss limit. Like let's say, I can only accept to lose 500 a day, right? If you set 500, say and then if you like lost 500, down 500 a day, it will liquidate or liquidate block, meaning you can do nothing, or it will liquidate, meaning it will close your account right away. It won't lock you out, but it will just automatically close so you don't lose anymore. Or if you liquidate block, meaning it will close the account at negative 500, and then you block yourself out so you can't come back and revenge trade. Some nice feature it has for people who, like I do that too sometimes. I revenge trade and end up blowing my account up. And then you can even limit yourself a certain trade for a day. Let's say you trade too much. I want to limit to 2 trades a day, whatever, 3 trades a day. You can do that too. I don't recommend it. This one, I think this is good enough for you to be self-disciplined. The other thing is personal daily profit target, right? So let's say in the day, I think the most I want to take out or win and stop myself from trading, let's say 1,500. This is good for combines because there's a consistency rule of 50% on combines, which is the evaluation count, and you want to go over it, right? Because if you go over it, you have to make more the second day to pass, because you're only allowed to make 1,500 a day on the combines to qualify for the consistency rule. Doing this so and setting it at 1500 or 1500 and some change to be safe, because sometimes there's slippage and you can't get it. I usually set to 1550, and then I'll set liquidate. I mean, once I get there, account already closed. I can't make more than that, and I don't want to make more than that. I'm in the safe zone, so next time I make another 1500, I'll pass my account. You get what I'm saying? Just liquidate it. That's the best thing you can do. And then you save it. It'll save the option. Symbol block. So let's say you don't want to trade NQ at all, and you want to mistaken trade NQ. You can block, type in NQ, and it'll block that. Boom, and then it will add as a block, so you can no longer trade NQ because that's dangerous for beginners anyway. So you can do that. All right. Personal lockout here. It just tells me there's a clock timer. Charts and data, not so important. You look what it is. So clicking show confirmation, click here, hide charts. You don't have to worry about all that. Chart plot alignment. I have a left dollar, so it would be on the left when you know what I'm talking about later on. You can show chart execution, so when you make a trade, it'll show you where you made a trade and exit trade. I don't need to have that on. You can have so this is a dollar amount view. I have in dollar amount, people have in ticks, percentage of points, all preference. Not that important. Keep that dollar. Some privacy settings if you're a streamer, not important to you. Some hotkeys if you one of those hotkey guys. If you want to click a buy or sell instead, you can hit a up key. It'll perform an order of buy, or down key it'll perform an order of sell. Right. So hotkeys. Some miscellaneous crap. Not really important stuff. Right. API. Not really important stuff. TopStep TV, you click this, you get into YouTube where you get to watch some of the professional trader on TopStep TV trade and talk about markets, stuff like that. Some people like to trade and listen to these guys. It's useful, it's helpful, especially if you're beginning, because you're trying to soak in as much knowledge as possible. You're trying to understand the lingo, the language they use, so that it becomes second nature to you, right? Trading is a whole different game. There's a whole different language that people use that you're not used to, accustomed. So I recommend just listen to news about economics, trading, future, all that stuff, so that your mind is trained to hearing these words and understanding what it means. Let's see if I can go back. I need to exit this. What did I do myself? I can't go back. I screwed myself. Okay, I'm having a problem. I don't know how to get out of this. I need to get out of this. There we go. Oh, now I gotta go back to TopstepX. No. Sorry, guys. Don't know why that happened. I don't know how to get out. Jeez. Exit. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. So TopstepX 2 brings you there. That's weird that it just was like that. But you can minimize the screen somehow and put it somewhere else. It's like a pop-up. Support. Here's support, live chat, all the stuff you need to help with. It's all the help for you. Have a Discord if you want to join the Discord. I'm okay with that because it's just too many people. But if sometimes you need help, there's a Discord. Go in there. There's a help center. You can talk to somebody that can help you out with some questions, stuff like that. Stuff that you just need to know and need to answer for. The TopstepX Discord is helpful for that. A lot of guys will be willing to answer your questions. That's the basic on this left side bar. Now here we have tools, right? That's basically just tools. This is your cursor. You can make it like that, or make it a dot, which I have, or an arrow, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. Here's the drawing tools. If you want to make a line, right? Stuff like that. You can draw. You could text. You can change the color. You can change the thickness of the lines. All that stuff, right? drawing tools are good for you to chart and make certain comments or draw a certain line for technical, all that stuff. So drawing tools are very useful. I have my favorites right here. Let's say how you create your favorite tools. Anything you like, hit a star, click on it, and it becomes one of your favorite tools that you always going to use. These are tools that I always use: horizontal ray line, horizontal line, and trend line. Those are 3 there. And what else I have this is pretty useful too. It gives you a measurement of your risk and reward trades, right? Normally you want a 1 to 3 risk reward. So for every 100, you want to at least win 300, or 1 or 2. Or every 100, win 200. A 1-1 risk reward is not great. The same thing for short. You can do that too, just to gauge, so that you know where the risk reward is all the time. Then we got some drawing tools, text tools, emojis. I don't know. People use emojis. Measure tool. I don't use that. Zoom in, zoom out. I don't use this. I don't use that. I don't use that. That's about it. This is here how to hide your favorite tool. Click it, it will appear. Click again, it will disappear. I always like to have it because I'm always drawing something, especially support resistance. That's that with that tool. And then on this window here, you can have a layout where you have split screens, where you have this. Maybe you want this a 5-minute and you want this a 10-minute. You can do that, right? I have a lot of monitors, so I don't like to do that because it just makes everything too small and it's not good for my viewing. But some people, you have a big screen, you can do that. I think market is open now. What is that? I lost track. But oh no, market's not open yet. Okay, so let's get to this point up here on the right side. This is like the DOM. Make sure, like I said, make sure this is linked. Red, the color match. The in sync. Market orders, I always have my market orders, not limit order. Market order means you get in that price, you're in. Limit order, it means you're in this price. Price not come down yet, it has to come down to that price in order for your order to fill. Stick with market order, don't complicate things. Number of contract, you can customize it. You want to come into 2 contract instead of 1, put 2 there. Or here's already a simple breakdown. I guess a fast key. Say 1 contract, 3 contract, 5 contract, 10 contract, 15 contract, right? Here we go. Depending on your risk tolerance. When you want to buy, meaning you're bullish, meaning you want the price to go up, you hit the buy. When you want to sell, meaning you are short, you hit the sell, meaning you think price goes down. Simple as that. Don't worry about join bid, join ask, don't worry about other crap. Flatten all means, because sometimes you have all this buy order click. Let's say limit order right there.
Order rejected.
That's because market's closed. But if market's open, it'll say limit order. It'll place a limit order here, meaning if price goes to that limit order I set, it's gonna trigger it and it'll create a sell. Now you don't want that, especially you're not trading anymore. You're done. All of a sudden you still have limit orders set a random spot that you don't know about. It's gonna cause you to mess up sometimes, right? It's gonna all of a sudden you come back, your count's like negative something because you didn't know it performed an order for you because you had it set, but you forgot about it. It didn't disappear. Sometimes that happens. Now it happened to me as a new trader. I didn't know about that. So in order for you to not worry about it, just flatten them all, meaning to erase them all or cancel all orders, so you don't have to worry about anything. Those are 2 things to worry about as a new trader. It's good to just hit flatten all when you're done trading or cancel all, okay? So you don't have any resting order somewhere that you forgot about. And that's about it. There's other people will talk about the DOMs and see all you can trade on DOM. I don't care about it. If you want to learn more about it, you can click on TopStep where there's a lot of helpful tools explaining DOM trading, using DOM as a trade. Just overcomplicate things for me personally. Down here is your time. When market opens, it's good to be aware of time when market open, when Asia open, when Euro open. Okay, because New York session is where most of the volume is, most of the volatility is. You see here, volume's up. Now all of a sudden, now the market closed, volume is dead, and then it'll be like this when Asia open, volume is pretty low. Unless there's news, then we might see spiking volume. Spiking volume means there's volatility, means price action moving faster. That's all there is to it. Okay, so that's it. That's the basic of all this. There's a camera tool. You want to take a picture and share with your friend, whatever. There we go. That take a picture of the chart. Up here, there's a bunch of other settings for. Let's say you want to customize your chart to look like this. There's a settings for that. You change the color right here, the body, the candle, all that. That's for you to customize, right? You can mess with that later on when you have the account. Just set it so you like it. My time zone, Los Angeles, right here. Let's have I have extended hour chain on, all that stuff. Feel free to copy my setting if you want, but make sure you're in the right time zone. And that is it for this intro of TopstepX platform, trading platform. Pretty good, right? Oh, actually, there's more stuff down here. I don't care what that is. This is basically all your account. You can see information, your position that you're currently in, your orders, if you have some orders, trade, quotes, and this is tilt. The tilt. This is TopstepX priority tool that they have. So this is theirs. It'll tell you like how many people are thinking long, NASDAQ long, or thinking short. Right now it says 100% people are thinking short. So if you want to follow what the consensus say, you could follow that. I don't ever follow consensus. It's just how I am. So I don't ever use it. I don't ever need to use it. If you feel the need to use it, cool. Doesn't mean you're right. Sometimes people inverse the tilt. Like if 100% people are short, some people decided, you know what, I'm gonna go long now, and price would do that. That's it for this video. Please remember to subscribe and like. I will come up with more videos on strategy next, how to trade and what kind of strategies I use. Also, I'll be more depth with indicators, EMA, all that stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Peace.